Okay, the next step for your assignment today is figuring out how to product cost. So you have a handout that has two columns or two tables that look like this, as well as a couple of recipes. So we're going to do the first one of these together, and then your assignment is going to be to do the second column on your own with a different recipe. All right. And the purpose of product costing is to make sure that we understand exactly how much it costs to make our food or our product, and then to try to look at that and figure out how much can we charge for this item and make a profit and still be affordable as well as comparable to other competitors in the area, and make sure that we're not overpriced. Okay. So take this paper, and what I want you to do is the very top, first thing I need you to do is write the title, oatmeal raisin cookies, because that's what we're going to do together. Don't worry about kitchen number and hour today. Now, we will be doing this several times throughout the semester, every time we pick a new sale item. So please make sure that you understand the concept. If you need to watch this video multiple times, you can. Also, I am just going to talk through the whole video. You will need to pause it to keep up, and I'll tell you when to pause. All right, so step one. Look at your recipe, and you are going to have to record all of the ingredients just as they are listed exactly on your recipe. So go over here, this first column, I record every single ingredient exactly as it is listed. Do not change the order. Do not worry about measurements. Just work down the first column and record everything you see. So first thing I write is margarine or butter. Second thing, brown sugar, etc., etc. Stop here, go ahead and pause the video and fill that all in. Column 2 is recording the measurement that you need exactly as it is written on the recipe. Do not do any math or anything. So my first ingredient was margarine, and I need 3/4 cup. So I write 3/4 cup. My next ingredient is brown sugar. This is where it helps to make sure you've recorded them in order. I need 1 cup brown sugar. So I write 1 cup. Make sure you have the unit next to every single item that you write. This will be really important as we keep going. The only thing I didn't write was egg, what unit was, because egg is just 1 egg. All right. Go ahead and pause the video here and record down exactly the measurement for each ingredient. The third column is unit cost. This is where you're going to have to open that third document that is posted on Classroom, or I might have given you a hard copy. And this third document, here we go, is called an inventory cost list. And what this document is it's a complete compilation of common ingredients that you would use in baking or cooking. The prices in here were taken from Kroger several years ago. I find it still applicable, though, because I shop at Walmart, which is typically cheaper than Kroger. But because this is dated and prices have gone up over time, it works for what we're using it for. All right, you should be able to find everything you're using typed here. If you cannot find it typed and you go all the way to the bottom, you will see I have written a couple things in my own handwriting, and those will help you. All right, so looking back at our recipe, first thing we need was butter. We're going to go here and find the unit cost. We're actually going to use margarine, but we're going to find the unit cost. Now you'll see sometimes there's a couple prices. What this is showing you are different units. You want to pick the unit closest to what you need. Don't do any math. Do not do any math at this point. Just pick the unit closest to what you need. I know I need 3/4 cup, which is 1.5 sticks of butter, because I remember that equivalent from Foods 1. All right, so looking at margarine, I don't want to pick this 89 cents because that's for a pound, which is 4 sticks. That's a whole box. So I'm going to pick this 23 cents per stick, and I'm just going to write in 23 cents per stick. Again, write the unit. Notice I've done no math. I have just picked the unit exactly off the paper, closest to what I need. Next is brown sugar. So I go back. I'll tell you all your dry baking ingredients are on the second page. So brown sugar. Again, I'm going to pick closest to what I need, and this is pretty convenient. I actually need a cup, so it doesn't get any closer. So 27 cents. So I write 0.27 per cup. Make sure you are consistent on where your decimals go, okay? All right, make sure that will matter. So I'm doing 23 cents. I'm writing them all this way, all right? Instead of I'm doing them all consistent. I'll just put it that way instead of confusing you. All right, next thing is sugar, okay? I'm going to find the unit. I know I need 1/2 cup, but I'm going to find the unit closest, plain old sugar, right here, 25 cents a cup. Okay, that's closest to what I need. I'm doing no math. I'm writing 25 cents a cup. Milk is on the first page. Okay, so here's a tablespoon or a cup. The cup's probably closer to what I need, which is 20 cents. So I'm going to go back and write 0.20 per cup. Eggs. If you need to pause as you're going through this, you are welcome to. Eggs, 11 cents each. So I am just going to write 11 cents each, 0.11 each. Vanilla. It's listed funky on here because it has like a brand name with it. I want to say it's F. Yep, right there. Okay, vanilla. I don't want to pay for the whole bottle. All right, I'm not for this recipe. So 11 cents per teaspoon. So I'm going to write 0.11 per teaspoon. Flour. Okay, it's on this page. Oh, at the top. 11 cents per cup. So I go back and write 0.11 per cup. Cinnamon. At the bottom down here. Per teaspoon or per tablespoon. So this time I'm going to look and I needed a teaspoon. So let's pick the teaspoon measurement, which was 0.09 per teaspoon. Okay, baking soda. Back up here at the top, I think I saw that. Oh, right in the middle, 0.08. So 8 cents per teaspoon. I'm going to write that. Salt. I believe salt was on another page. I think I got a, yep, right there. 0.01 per teaspoon. Or, sorry, yes. So 1 cent per teaspoon, so 0.01. Rolled oats is one you're going to have to look for in my handwriting. Let's see, it's back here somewhere. There we go. Rolled oats is 0.137 per cup. So I write that out. And the last one is raisins, which should be right there. Yep, 0.19 per cup. So I have all the units. Now here's where the math comes in. You're going to take the measurement or amount you need for the recipe and the unit cost, and then figure out what the exact cost is for the exact measurement you need for this recipe for this item. So I know it's 23 cents per stick, but I can't write 23 because I need 3/4 of a cup, which is 1.5 sticks. So if you can use a calculator, all right, so 1 stick is 23 cents. Our second cents is half of that, so we're going to do 0.23 divided by 2. That's how much it is for a half stick. Plus, let's add how much it is for 1 stick. Now, you might have quicker math than this, but I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible. So 0.345 is what I'm going to write right here. 0.345. Don't do any rounding. Just write it as it is. Now, some of these are going to be really easy. 1 cup, 27 cents per cup, 0.27 right there. Okay, brown sugar, or I'm sorry, sugar you can probably do in your head. It's 0.25 or 25 cents a cup. All right, you need a half a cup, so half of that. If you went back to your calculator, okay, if you can't do that in your head, that's okay. I'm not a math person myself, although I don't know how to clear this out. So I'm not sure how to clear this. Let's see. Maybe I can just type on it. Oh, there we go. So 0.25, and I need half of that is 0.125. So that's what I'm going to write right here. Okay, so go ahead and do all of that. Yes, I have the answers for you, but it might be good for you to practice right now. Okay, and so that you're sure that your answers are right and you know how to get the math before you're doing it on your own. Pause right here and go ahead and finish that. The last column, or the last step, you're going to take all of these numbers in this column and you're going to add them up. And you're going to write them down here. Now, I had to round, obviously, okay? But I added all these up, and what I came up with was $1.85. Round that to, money math. That makes sense. $1.85. The last thing I need to do is figure out how many servings I have to sell of this product. So I have to go back to the recipe. This recipe makes 3 dozen cookies. Obviously, a dozen cookies is not a serving. You should not sit down and eat a dozen cookies. But that's pretty much how we would sell it. So we have 3 sellable servings of this product, okay? So I'm going to divide by 3. What that gets me is 62 cents. And what that means is it costs me 62 cents per dozen to 62 cents per dozen to make this. So I have to think, how much should I sell this product for and still make a profit? $2, $3, what makes the most sense? So what you need to do is use one of those brownie recipes I have given you, and you need to do this for the brownie recipe, okay? The crunch brownie makes 1 serving or 2 servings, and the cream cheese brownie makes 2. Go ahead and get working.